Okay, so in this challenge, the first part, we're going to be learning about angles. So go ahead, open up to page 6 of your notebook and write down page 6 and sorry, it should be on the left side, and the title of today's topic, which is angles. So pause the video here while you do that and then start the video up again once you're finished. All right, so first of all, we're going to talk about what an angle actually is. So an angle is when two rays are joined at a common endpoint. So essentially you have two rays, and I'll draw a picture of that. This is one ray, and then this is another ray. And then they have this endpoint that they meet at right here. So I'll make a little dot. Okay. And we can go ahead and label, oops, sorry, it should be where they meet. Make it bigger. Okay, there you go. So these are the two rays, these extending segments. We're going to label this one a ray. And this one right here is also a ray. Don't know why it's so big. And this one, the point where they meet, is called your vertex. Okay. So you can go ahead, write down the definition of an angle, and draw the diagram of what it looks like. So oops. You can go ahead and pause the video here, take some time to write down the definition of the angle and draw the diagram, and then when you're finished you can keep the video playing. Okay, so there are different types of angles. This may be something you remember from your old classes, but there are different types of angles. The very first angle is that we're going to learn about is an acute angle. So we should call this types of angles. Okay, so very first one is an acute angle. Actually, you know what? Let's erase that. Let's learn first about right angles. I think that's a good place to start. So a right angle is an angle with a measurement of 90, and then we put a degree symbol. Okay, so a right angle has a measurement of 90 degrees, and it looks like, kind of looks like an L. So I'll draw a picture right now. We have a ray and then another ray joined at two, oh sorry, let me draw it with an arrow because it's two rays. There you go. So we have one ray, and then we have another ray, and they make a sharp corner, a right angled corner when they connect. Okay. So right here where they meet at their vertex is a 90-degree measurement. So measures 90 degrees. Okay. So you can go ahead and write down the definition of a right angle and draw the diagram. Pause the video, and then when you're finished, you can keep on going. So when an angle measures 90 degrees, it is called a right angle. Anything smaller is called an acute angle. So an acute angle is an angle with a measurement of less than 90 degrees. So here's our right angle, right? If we were to decrease it, if we were to make it smaller than that, so make our angle smaller, we would have an angle that looks kind of like this. So here's an angle. Oops. Let's actually do it this way. And then let's draw another one. Okay. So the original right angle is this L, right? If we were to make it smaller, so if we were to decrease the angle's measurement, it starts closing in, right? It starts going this way or decreasing. So that's an example of an acute angle. Another example, it could face a different way. And so instead of a right angle that looks like this, so we have a right angle. This is a right angle right here, right? If we were to make it smaller, we would take our array and decrease it. So there's another example of an acute angle. So you can go ahead, write down the definition of acute angle and draw the diagrams that are examples of acute angles. Pause the video until you're finished and then keep on going. Okay, so the next type of angle, so we have 90 degrees, less than 90 degrees. So the other option is, of course, the one that is greater than 90 degrees. So this is what's called an obtuse angle. So an obtuse angle is an angle with a measurement greater than 90 degrees. So an example of that, okay, so let's draw a picture. If I were to have a 90-degree angle right here, so this is a 90-degree angle. I could take my ray and I want to make it greater, so I'm going to move it like this. And there's an example of an obtuse angle. Okay. Another example, again, we can have a right angle that looks like this. Oops. Let's do it like that. There's another 90-degree angle, right? But let's say I want to make it bigger. I can take my angle, move it, and now it's bigger than 90 degrees. So these are examples of obtuse angles. So go ahead, pause the video, write down the definition of obtuse angle, draw the diagrams, and then keep the video going. Okay, so the last type of, not the last type. There are two more types of angles we're going to learn about. The next one is called a straight angle. So a straight angle is a type of obtuse angle, but it's very specific. It is an angle with a measurement of 180 degrees. So it's just a straight line, right? So if we look, let's do a diagram. If I have a right angle, so here's my arrow. So here's my right angle. If I take my right angle and I take my ray and I increase it another 90 degrees, this makes a straight line. This is measures 180 degrees, right? I took two 90-degree angles, or I took a 90-degree angle and then I increased it by another 90 degrees. That is 180 degrees. So that's just a straight angle. So pause the video here while you write down the definition for a straight angle, and then keep the video going. All right, so the last type of angle we're going to learn about today is a circular angle. So a circular angle, so 180-degree angle starts at 90 and then goes another 90, right? Well, a circular angle is an angle with a measurement of 360 degrees. So essentially, it goes around in a full circle. So let's do an example of that. So let's say I have my original angle, 90 degrees, right? Oh. So here's my 90-degree angle. And I'm going to take my ray. So, right, when it's right here, it's at 0 degrees. Then I go to 90 degrees. Then I go another 90 to make 180 degrees. Then I go another 90. And then I go a full 360. So it's a full circle. So I took my ray. Oops. And I took my ray and I went a full circle, right? So this is typically depicted to show the ray is going in a circle, okay? It's typically depicted with a circle. So show like, oh, okay, my ray went a full circle. It's my circular angle. Okay. To show, look, I rotated a whole 360 degrees. So I'm going to write that down. 360, oops, degrees. Okay. Okay. So go ahead and write down the definition of a circular angle and the diagram for a 360-degree circular angle. And pause the video, write it down. And then when you're finished, take a photo of your notes and then upload them on Dreamseed too.